Santa Catalina Island, part of California, and the crown jewel of the Channel Islands archipelago, a rocky 22-mile-long stretch of land off the coast of Los Angeles. It's famous for its bison herds, its isolation, and from what I have been led to believe, its epic wine mixers. Whether the latter is true or not, the fact remains that it is most certainly an island. Another irrefutable fact is that the state of California, as a whole, is not an island. Strangely enough, history did not always agree. Throughout periods beginning in the early 1500s and lasting until 1865, many throughout the world believed California was floating alone in the Pacific. Welcome to Null Coordinates, a channel that documents the world that isn't there. In this episode, we look at the history of the island of California. How did this myth begin? And why did it go on for so long? Our story begins in the year 1510 with the literary birth of the myth. The name California and the idea of it as an island originated in a popular Spanish romance novel, The Adventures of Esplandiáne. The book described a terrestrial paradise, ruled by Queen Calafia, and populated by Amazonian warriors who used golden weapons and rode trained griffins on the island of California. It wasn't geography, it was fan fiction. In 1533, Hernán Cortés's expedition landed on the Baja Peninsula. He and his men were so influenced by the novel and enamored with Queen Calafia that they reported finding a literal island. However, just 6 years later, in 1539, navigator Francisco de Ulloa reached the mouth of the Colorado River, proving it was a peninsula, a fact reflected correctly on maps for the next 80 years. The myth was revived in 1622, largely due to Antonio de la Ascensión, a friar who argued California was an island to invalidate British land claims. But in a dramatic twist, Dutch pirates captured the Spanish ship carrying his island-depicting map. As the Dutch were the world-renowned cartographers of the era, they began copying and publishing this secret information. To them, it was valuable intel. The error spread globally, and this became the age of published map misinformation. After growing skeptical of the island theory, Jesuit missionary Eusebio Francisco Kino conducted overland expeditions from Sonora to the Colorado River Delta in 1701. He successfully mapped the land connection, though many European cartographers remained divided on the issue for decades. By the early 18th century, major works began expressing public doubts about California being an island, even while some of their own maps still showed the old error. Finally, in 1747, King Ferdinand VI of Spain had to intervene. He issued an official decree stating, "California is not an island." He literally legislated the land back into existence. Although the matter was settled beyond dispute by expeditions in the late 1770s, the island of California continued to haunt world geography for over a century. The latest known instance of the error appeared on a map published in Japan as late as 1865. It took us nearly 300 years to close the gap between the map and the territory. But just because we stopped drawing islands on paper doesn't mean we stopped inventing places. Next time we travel to upstate New York, to visit a town that was created as a copyright trap to catch thieves, but ended up becoming a real place. This is null coordinates.